nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong at all?
Now listen now. I'm concerned because there's nothing wrong.
The women love you when you get out there.
Because I look good. I smell good. I feel good. I love America.
It's happening.
Attack
on Titan.
Attacking.
Annie, get him. Code 69.
Go.
Annie.
If you could be in any Quentin Tarantino movie, what would it be? Go.
What? We're already in Hot Topics?
Go.
We're starting
It's
at the
not
end,
a
and
hot-
then we're going to reverse.
possibly.
Okay, I get it. We're Tarantinoing the episode. I'm sorry.
Boom.
I'm giving all the secrets away.
Explosions.
I'd be in
ninjas.
Jackie Brown because I've never seen it, and I don't know what happens.
Boom. Quentin Tarantino movie, which one would you be in? Go.
Django, I'm Jamie Foxx. I'm
Fuck.
saying the N-word.
Yes, let's
It's got
go.
an Edward on a horse.
I call Kill Bill. I want to be the woman.
You.
Which?
I want to be the lead woman.
Oh, the one with the eye patch?
Yes.
No, you're the eye patch. Too late. You already
Eye patch?
said it.
The nurse one, yeah.
Can I be Buck because he likes to?
Yes. And he's
Heck
got a
yeah.
sweet ride, the pussy wagon.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh,
Welcome
man.
to episode 6
5, 7, 8, 9.
of
12.
Let's Say It Together. Nothing's
Nothing's
wrong.
wrong.
My name's Vincent Ricardo,
I'm Eric Gomez.
My name is Vinny Brar.
Wow.
and we're back.
We're
all
back.
of us.
We're here. We're
Vinny
queer.
Brar, I'm glad you're here.
Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Brought to you by, and then beep all of this out.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, Michelob Ultra.
Promo code beep.
Michelob Ultra. Drink responsibly. Hey,
Drink it fast and aggressively.
What's
Don't
right?
drive.
Get your face.
let's do
Driver
Michelob.
operated.
Let's do Michelob Ultra commercials. I'll go first. Oh man, it's a nice sunny day here out in Alta, California. I'm swimming in a river and I'm so parched. What would parch my quench thirst so much? Michelob Ultra. Drink it. Dude, it's so good.
The commercial's just caving in on itself at the end.
Go. Now.
Oh, it's good to be back from the war. Oh man, back on home soil. I can't wait to go see my family and my girlfriend who's been waiting for me to come home from the war. You know the war that I'm talking about. The big one.
Everybody knows
The big one. Not
the big war.
and it's not the one you're thinking about. It's the other one.
I fucking died.
Yep, that one.
Dying.
It's where that happened.
We lost Billy.
And
I just
all
wanna
right,
go home, man.
putting the key in the door, opening the door. Hey, honey, I'm home. Home from the war.
Hi, baby.
Where are you? Which room are you in? I can't see you. Where are you?
It's such a big house.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Oh, it feels so good. My tummy.
Open this door. Nope,
Oh, it's
that's
so good. My
coat
tummy is so
closet.
yum.
Open this door. That's where the kitchen is. Obviously. Open this door. Another coat closet.
So good.
The house has gotten bigger. I can't remember. All right, I feel like this next door has to be it. Take a deep breath before I open the door.
It's so good.
You're ready for whatever happens on the other side of this door.
Taste. Oh my god, it tastes like corn candy.
You can handle this. You've been to war.
Oh, you've been to war.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Rip it. Honey, no! Honey, what? Are you serious? With my boss, who's my best friend?
Was he going to watch or something, hun? What the hell is this?
Wait, what are you guys drinking? What's that on the nightstand? A refreshing Michelob Ultra? I'll have one of those. I'll have what you guys are having.
Welcome back, brother. America. Fuck yeah. Oh, it tastes so good.
Eric, take it away.
Take it away. Can you close that? No, just that spot.
I want people to see us.
Because what if someone just starts looking through the sliver in the middle of the podcast?
I don't want people to get a free spot.
Great.
Well,
move.
Let's
you
leave.
know what? In that, nothing's wrong with a little spill.
Nothing's wrong.
Is this one yours?
Yep.
Wow.
And that is why we have plenty more. Of what? A delicious
Michelob Ultra.
French thirsty French superior light beer. That, what do you know? It won't even soak through that because nothing's wrong.
Yep. We'll be right back.
Pretty good commercial.
Pretty good. Pretty good. I like it.
I will say, like,
Honestly,
got my attention for sure. I'd
Yeah.
buy it.
I would definitely buy it.
I'd buy that for a nickel.
Yeah, and the reason that it doesn't soak through is because that's my gamer pad.
And thankfully, this is mostly water
Yes.
and only
Oh, it smells like
95
Ethan
calories.
semen.
And it helps you clean stuff.
Golly, it's like
It
the
got
sham
some of the
wow.
dog hair off.
Don't
Yeah.
worry. Now that's the cleanest spot of the whole thing.
And it's going to smell
So
like a little
good.
Michelob Ultra.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Well, that's it, guys.
cool. Glad we kind of busted our load this early. Was there training this week?
There was not training. The trainer was actually out of town at a seminar
Oh.
because he's such a great trainer. So
Wow.
he's, hey, I got to go teach other teachers how to train dogs. So,
Oh, yeah, and they
He's like a-
probably have like orgies in the hotel rooms.
oh, definitely. You don't, why would you go and not have an orgy with all
Yeah.
the other trainers? You
Yeah.
have to. It's
Roll
required
over,
Because, like,
lay
oh,
down,
down? Sit.
and beg for it.
Rolling
Here? Or what was the other one? Come. And they
Come
yeah,
now.
They come a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
there goes that segment as well, I guess.
Yeah.
God dang it.
She's another week. She's doing homework though. She's
studying.
She's
She's
staying up
definitely
to her
studying.
studies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's doing a lot of two-a-days. So
Her-
she's outside running like Rocky. So she has like a little
Good.
hoodie on.
That's very good.
And I keep calling her a bum, and she's like, "Ain't no bum, ain't no
Punching
bum."
her in the
ain't no-"
ribs and stuff.
Oh yeah, a lot of body shots, but she has the strongest core we've ever seen.
Her body's
So,
conditioned.
Yeah, you can't stop her. She has a chin like no other. Like you keep
Yeah.
just
I mean,
hitting and hitting and hitting.
She used to have a glass jaw.
I ain't no
Not
bell,
anymore.
and she just keeps going. It's great. I'm proud of her.
I get up kind of the same time as Eric. He leaves earlier than me, but like I caught him a couple days ago, and he was strung up on the roof a little bit, and Eric was just punching her core, and the definition of her abs
It's
is
insane.
it's crazy, and she's
Yeah.
only been here for 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months, and
It's
just
man.
and she's just listening to like the Rocky soundtrack too. When? And she's just like, ding.
Michelob the Ultra. So yummy, tasty good, so good. I bring it back. I bring it back.
Philadelphia, Michelob Ultra, Rocky, Balboa.
Guys, we're supposed to do the
Balboa of the Rocky.
Oh shit, sorry. Blur all of this. I can't
Heck
wait till
yeah.
that gets us like millions of dollars from
I-
Michelob.
Exactly. Yeah.
Our corporate overlords, Michelob Ultra.
Because personally, I'm feeling pretty ultra. After a couple of those rips, I'm feeling pretty ultra. Thank
I'm
you,
living
sir.
ultra.
Thank you for the
Oh
reload.
my god.
This is my ultra.
This is our case race.
Dang.
This is
our
my
case
ultra.
race.
There are many like it, but this one is mine.
This is for fighting. This is for fun. The second one's the fun one.
Oh man, I went to go see my grandma today,
Ooh, grandma.
and that was very fun. She was telling me about my grandfather's father and her stepfather, or her real father. My grandpa, his dad was a watchmaker in Germany.
Ooh.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
And he used to make really, really nice watches. So nice enough that a bunch of Nazis went to go check out his watch store, and they told him, "Hey, can you fix this watch for me, please?" And he said yes. He fixed it. They came back and they go, "We don't have any money, but we're gonna offer you this really, really good alcohol, his wife at the time said, "Please do not accept that. Please, that's dumb.
Nazi alcohol.
Nazi alcohol.
Yeah.
Nazi call."
Nazi
And-
alcohol.
And she was telling him don't do it. And he ended up saying yes to it, and he accepted the alcohol. They came back, took him. She never saw him again. Yeah. And then my grandma's dad, she was telling me that he was in World War II, and he was in a truck, and he just ran over a landmine, and they exploded.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I was like, that's crazy. And they both have stepdads. I didn't know that.
Oh.
Yeah. It's very fun. And they're all, both sides of my family are farmers. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, it was very interesting to know that we were farmers. Sorry, yeah. But I didn't know that today. I learned a lot about stuff. Fun fact, you hang out with your grandparents, you learn stuff about yourself.
And your family.
Yeah.
And your family.
You got to know where you come from to know where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Ooh.
Know where you been.
Yep.
To know where you
Going.
You,
Cotton Eye Joe.
where you
Did it
been?
a long time ago. Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Oh man,
fun.
that's so fun, dude.
Just 1v1-on-1 grandma time.
It was
good.
1v1, dude.
That's
I was
fun.
playing man defense. She was really getting down in the post. My grandma's got a mean cut.
Yeah, she
For
like,
real.
She moves like what's it, Kyrie Irving, and what's that movie?
The
Basketball movie. where
I
he-
know Uncle Joe,
Uncle Buck.
Uncle Drew.
Uncle Drew.
Yeah.
Uncle Drew. That's your grandma.
Uncle drew me a line because he thinks the world's flat. Boom, got there.
Wow.
So
We got there. Made it.
So we ended up talking about, just a lot of cool stuff. How Nathan talked about the baby, and I asked her
Of
how
course.
she thought about what she thought about the name Louis,
Mm-hmm.
and she goes, I'm on board with it, because I want him to have a middle name that begins with A, because then it would be Louis Andrew Wallen Law. So she's like, I'm gonna call him Law, and they go, I'm calling him Law, Grandma. That's awesome.
cool.
The lawman.
Yeah,
Law.
the little law boy.
Yeah.
And I'm
Here comes the lawman.
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
And
Put
I
your
go-
hands into the sky.
you don't need a paternity test to know that that's my grandma,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that was such a cool moment. I go,
Yeah.
Grandma, you're pretty cool. And we were talking a bunch of cool stuff. We were talking about ghosts. We were talking about aliens.
What does your grandma feel about ghosts? Does
She
she's big.
believes
that they go vote.
She believes in it.
She,
very much.
does she vote for him?
She does. So she believes in him very much, because she was telling me that after my grandpa died, it got political.
Oh.
Oh, it got really
Wow,
political.
I was-
because
okay.
I
I
got
was making a joke.
well, no. I know you were making a joke, but my grandma goes.
But ghosts bring out the politics in you.
She said this. She goes, Trump killed your grandpa. And I go, wow, Grandma, that's a crazy statement. Why? And she goes, he bring COVID to this country. I go,
That's a
"Okay,
fun
Grandma."
angle. I like that. I
Yeah.
haven't heard that one.
Yeah.
Mm.
So she's like, he bring COVID to this country. If COVID didn't happen, if Donald Trump wasn't president, your grandpa would still be alive. I go,
I wish more
Okay.
people in this country felt that way.
Yeah. And that's like something you hear is not like something you could debate to change your mind at all.
Because given the context of the story, you're
She
immediately
killed-
like,
yeah, that's it.
I'm not
Okay.
going to tell you you're wrong.
Yeah,
I'm
you-
not going to tell you
It's
that's
something
not
you just
true.
say, yeah.
Hey,
wow, yeah.
maybe.
You agree with
Yeah.
everything she says.
and I was just agreeing with her because I'm not a political dude. I don't like steering that way.
that's the only way you can respond.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grandma, I'm not really into politics.
I
Yeah.
was just agreeing with her, but I did tell her, I'm like, look, politics isn't really my thing. I'm more into politics from back then. I'm talking about Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah,
I'm into that.
I thought Casper was Republican. you
Yeah,
know?
Casper.
Yeah.
He voted.
He voted.
Casper got a vote.
Got a vote.
But she was telling me, she goes, after your grandpa died, after he got COVID, he was, I came home. Fuck, hold on, one more time. She was so
got this.
cute.
Run it back.
She was so cute.
Now
She was
she's locked
staring
in?
at me.
She's got you.
Listen to this, lady.
Good
So
listener.
my grandma tells me, she's like, the day I came home from the hospital the next morning, I was getting up early, and everything was off, and I come out, and there's like, okay, what if she just threw up on me right now? Mom, come on. Oh my God, hold on.
Oh.
Let me answer it. Hi. Oh, hold on.
Right.
Hi, Mom. You're on the podcast.
I'm on the podcast. That notice is for delinquent renewal.
Whoa. What? It's for a renewal?
Yeah, you did your smog, right?
I did.
But did you pay the money?
I did, and that's the thing that I needed to pay.
Annie's greatly
Well,
concerned.
it's just it's a notice saying that you didn't pay.
I did pay though. If I did pay it though, I really
Do
did.
you have the confirmation number?
I don't have it on me right now.
All right, well then you'll just have to take care of it when I give you this letter, but do it as soon as you can.
Heard, chef.
Huh?
Heard. I heard you.
All right. Good.
How are you?
Fine, I just got done eating.
What'd you eat? What you snack on?
Cordon bleu. Chicken cordon bleu.
Oh, my mom's French and fancy.
Yeah.
I see.
It was good.
How do you feel about Donald Trump bringing COVID into America?
Oh, please. You should have done it a long time ago.
What? Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Damn! The context of that was crazy, Mom. I love you so much. I'll call you back after the podcast.
All
You're the
right, have
MVP
fun.
of the podcast
Damn.
already. I love you so
All right.
much.
Love
Bye.
you.
Au cordon
Bye.
bleu.
Bye.
Bye.
Blue.
Vatos locals for life, dude.
Your family only has very interesting takes.
Yeah, jeez. Especially the build-up from like your
Wow.
grandma's
Yeah.
like purposely blaming Trump, being like he's the reason why your grandfather's dead, and then your mom's like, I wish you would have brought it here sooner. I wish you. I wish it was
Oh
here quicker.
man.
That was just a real good flow of a phone
Yeah.
call, Starts out, hey, Mom, you're on the show. What's up? It's serious. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Talking about me owing money to the DMV.
Oh,
I
fuck,
paid
no,
that already.
I promise it's paid. All right.
I
but
did.
What's for dinner? Cordon bleu. It was a fun up and roller coaster. Just
I'm happy you enjoyed.
That was
I'm
good,
happy you
yeah.
enjoyed.
We have to censor
cordon bleu,
Annie's
it's
Yeah.
delicious.
asshole out.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Come on,
Have some
Annie.
decency,
Lady.
girl.
You're a lady.
God, you're a beautiful lady. But she was telling me beautiful. The morning she woke up after my grandpa died, she goes, there was a lamp on right next to where he was sleeping before when he got COVID and stuff, and the coffee machine was on, and she doesn't set the coffee stuff, so and it was a Keurig.
So it's
So-
not like a timer or anything. You have
No.
to physically put a
Yeah.
cup in there
Yeah.
for it to start.
So she was telling me that, and she goes, that night I was just laying on the couch, almost just hanging out, petting her dog named Georgie, cute little boy,
Mm-hmm.
and she just looks up and she sees my grandpa with like a orange light around him, with like a robe, a white robe on, just looking happy, and then he just vanishes. She goes, what? That's crazy. I go, dang, girl, that's insane.
But good, but he was happy.
Yeah.
So good. Thumbs up. He wasn't like, he was angry and he was.
Your voice changed so much. He
a
was
little bit of
happy.
air but yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he
like,
was.
speaking Latin.
Yeah, and me and my grandma
Climbing up
had
the
a
wall.
we had a fun talk about what happens after you die. That was interesting because I was asking her, I'm like, so what do you think happened? She goes, I think this is so cool. She goes, I think we're living in hell right now. I go,
like that.
Hell yeah, Grandma. She goes, I think that we just end up moving along to a new thing. So I heard this when I was a kid. She goes, every human will rise one day after when Jesus comes. And I go, because she grew up Catholic. She was telling me, she's like, these are her beliefs. She goes, one day, everybody will rise from the dead just to live again, and they will all be the same age that Jesus was. He was
33?
43.
Mm-hmm.
and 42 or 43, something like that. And she says that, and I go, Grandma, so you're telling me if a girl who's 9 dies, she's going to wake up and she's going to be 42 years old? And she's like, yeah. And then I actually got her with that. She laughed at that joke, made me very happy. Ended up talking about, she goes, that's what I believed when I was younger. This is what I believe now. I believe that when you die, your soul goes to another earth, and there's everybody who ever died on this earth, and you're just hanging out. And I go, that's really cool. She's like, your soul goes across the galaxy and goes to a big earth that everybody who's died lives
Super
at.
Earth, yeah.
And I go, hell yeah, Grandma.
We got Tron bikes.
Yeah, you got Tron bikes. Yeah, your soul makes a jet noise. Yeah. But yeah, that's so very fun grandma visit. She fed me right as I got over. She's like, we're having pork ribs, tabbouleh, and a stuffed chicken.
Tabbouleh.
Tabbouleh salad. It was delish.
It's fun to say.
Yeah, tabbouleh.
Tabbouleh.
But yeah, that was my grandma visit.
That's
it was
good
fun.
grandma time.
And I pledged to my grandma with blood. I said, I will come here every start of a new moon. I will come to you. She goes, every month. And I go, yes, lady.
When the tides have risen. When the
Every
moon
third
is
full
full.
moon, we shall summon.
So yeah, that was a very fun grandma hang.
Yeah. You guys got deep.
We did, dude. Talked about how lamb's delicious. We agreed that lamb is the best meat.
Right after talking about what she thinks happens after you die. Well, I love lamb.
What was her take on aliens, though? You said you brought up aliens.
Oh, yeah,
with
aliens,
her.
too.
Oh,
What was her take on
I
that?
bring up aliens. I talked about it. She wasn't that jazzed.
Oh, so she doesn't
Those are
believe-
bullshit.
I was
Aliens aren't real.
Well, I was just telling her how I'm like, there's a lot of people who think that the aliens that we see, like the UFOs, that they're a lot of, they're like the tourists that are dumb. They're like the dumb tourists that land their planes really too close.
Yeah.
Or they crash land and stuff like that.
Like those rich kids that take their parents' cars. It's
100%.
like, oh, I'm going to drive. My dad doesn't care. He's too busy working. And they crash land on Earth.
And look at her. And yeah, she was very receptive to that. She liked that whole thing. But yeah, it was very fun.
Yeah.
Talked about my beliefs, and I talked about like the Berges and stuff, and she was very interested in that. One of these days, my grandpa was writing a book before he passed away about his life because he had a very interesting life. And one of these days, I'm going to get it from my grandma, and I'm going to read it. It's going to be very fun because apparently he did a lot of research.
Would you ever make a movie on it?
Oh, hell yeah. That's why I kind of want to read it, not to make a movie, but also just to know more about my grandpa.
Yeah.
My grandpa was a very stubborn man the last years of his life, and it was kind of hard to talk to that man, in my opinion. So the man was going through a lot of stuff, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't that inclined to ask him questions. I just felt uncomfortable asking him.
Fair.
But just reading it firsthand of what his, not even like what his what your grandma says, what he says. It's not even like the game of telephone, how you keep telling somebody else. By the end of the conversation, or by the end of someone
That
telling
information's
it's
changed
a
a
totally
bunch, yeah.
different statement of what they originally said. So the fact that you're getting it straight from his journal is like it's a diary. That's pretty dope.
And that's what I thought, and that's what he was doing before he died, because he's like, this is gonna be my diary, so you guys can listen to it later and actually have like a very interesting opinion. What do you guys thought of me? And I go, hell yeah.
Now, do you think there's any N-words in there?
Oh, I really hope so. What, did you lose your ball
see,
over
like
there?
the scribblings where it's like really etched in there, really angrily written.
There's a lot of stuff in there.
Like has it like cut and paste on there like a ransom note?
Yeah, from different
all
magazines.
random. It's magazine, newspaper, articles. It's like a bunch of murders. Like, what the
I'll
fuck?
give the baby
Is
back
this a
for
confession?
$5,000.
Holy shit. Is he the Zodiac killer?
What? Like, dude,
My grandpa? My
You know
grandpa's a
his
Zodiac.
grandpa-
I found this hood. This
How
executioner's
crazy would that
hood.
be?
Bunch of hair, bunch of woman's hair. What
Bunch
the
of symbols.
fuck? Your grandma just kept this to herself, huh?
It would line up. It would
Shit,
line
man.
up.
That's a ride or die, dude. She didn't,
Because
she didn't
especially,
squeal once.
and if they've already passed, like then you're really it's souvenirs at that point where it's like his evil has already been stopped. So
The
now
curse
you
is
just get
broken.
to celebrate.
Yeah, I'm
Just have
expecting.
fun with it.
Now I'm expecting when I read it, it's gonna be one of those where I'm left and alone in the room. Just, go ahead, baby, go ahead and read it.
Just one light
Yeah.
over you
Oh, this is
while you're
very
reading
interesting.
in the
And I'm
dark
reading and I go,
by candlelight.
what? And it's one of those where I'm, what? I just run out. I don't even
With
say
a candle, with the,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
holding a lantern.
I don't even say bye to my grandma. I just run out. I go, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy.
This can't be real. This can't be
No.
true. Yeah.
No. What do you mean he invented Hershey's? No.
Or
Why
just a
am I not
grocery list.
rich? Yeah.
It's just a grocery list. It's just a whole bunch of different days of like, I need to get milk. I need to get eggs.
It was
I
just
need-
like bullshit.
what's this?
He played tic-tac-toe a bunch.
He was stalking JFK. What?
He's the actual JFK assassin.
God, he was the one that killed him? No.
That's why it's like the multiple shooter conspiracy. How there's more than one shooter.
Yeah, he wasn't on the grassy knoll, but
Yeah.
he's the one who did it.
He's
Yeah.
the one holding the umbrella or whatever. The one that was like, we never got to interview this one. He was like, and then he's like, "Ooh, off to be a grandpa.
I'll
You know.
be a grandpa. I also learned that so they lived in Wisconsin, and my grandpa retired from General Motors before they went as they were going
GM.
down. And he said that she was telling me that they retired to California, and he bought a farm, and he didn't know how to make raisins or do anything like that. He just bought a farm because he wanted to buy a farm. And I go, you're telling me my grandpa retired to work? She goes, yeah, essentially, because he's always wanted to farm. And I go, hell yeah. And then he didn't know what he was doing. Mexicans live next to us. Ask them, they saved our lives.
Wow.
Shout out to Mexicans, dude.
Shout out to
out.
Mexicans.
Just at there, please.
Yeah.
Por favor.
Amigo, primo, el
Ay,
helpo.
Dios mío.
El helpo.
El portugués.
Oh my God! But yeah, it was seeing my grandma. That was delicious. It was awesome.
It's a delicious
It was
time at my
delicious.
grandma's.
But oh my God, is that Hot Topics?
Is it about? Is it that time?
Hot Topics. 3, 2, 1.
Hot topics.
All right, who wants to go first?
It's like when they're on the news on the radio when they're like getting into the forecast for the day, like how traffic is.
Shocking news at 11.
Did you have some hot topics? Because we have some written down.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, I'll think of one along the way. but yeah.
So my first hot topic. This is kind of a two-parter. What position in football would you want to play versus the position that you'll actually play? Oh,
Before,
Oh.
don't mean to interject, but I
please,
do,
Eject.
and I will.
Eject me.
I'm not familiar with all of the positions, so if we could possibly like look up like if there's a list that has the positions and what they do, can we have that on screen, or should we just? I could look it up on my
Here,
phone,
grab
but would it?
this. I could
could do it on my phone.
Well,
It's
I
fine.
mean, I can pull it up.
Okay.
It's not a big deal.
Can we get it on the
But
command center?
let me get it on the command center. Hold on now.
Because me personally, because I
Yeah.
wanted to ask that. We watched Friday Night Lights last night, and I really enjoyed it.
Yes.
But while you guys were describing the position names, I'm just like, I think I know quarterback and like wide receiver, and that's
Okay.
about the fuck it.
Okay. Ooh,
All
I
right,
like this
here we
setup.
go. Here we go. We're gonna go to images. We're gonna go to which one are you feeling? Which one? This
Feeling
one?
That one. Yeah.
This
or go
one.
down, or because I think it's like for both.
Let's do
for
this
both
one.
of them.
Let's do this one.
Yeah.
Oh, this is for the wiki too.
Yep.
all right.
All right. So
Go ahead, Eric. Break it down.
All
Break
right,
it down.
we're gonna start
Eric,
with offense.
break it down.
there's
Put some
a-
Public Enemy behind this.
What the heart and soul of an offense is the offensive line, which is protects the quarterback, also blocks for the running back, and gives just extra cushion
Support.
just support. They're the great wall. Of
You will
just-
be tested.
You will be Will be a pop quiz at the end of it. If you fail, you will be kicked out of the apartment. So
I'll put
the
this in post.
Yes. We'll start off with the center. Center is the one that hikes the ball to the quarterback, and then they block. It's a simple task. I was a second string center back in high school. Fun fact.
Okay.
I hated it. That was a terrible position. It was very boring. You just you're that guy. You're the guy holding the ball.
You're holding the line.
You're the ball because you're just not only have to
Two.
snap the ball. If it was if the hand's under the ass, you have a hand under your ass. So that's one thing.
Heard chef.
But if you're like a spread offense where it's a shotgun position where the quarterback is away from the center, so you have to pretty much toss the ball to the quarterback. And if you have a bad snap, it's a bad play. It starts off, and it's just it all starts with the snap. So it's very important.
All
Very
starts with the
important.
snap.
All starts with the snap.
Like a
Nothing's-
Kit Kat.
It's a goddamn Kit Kat.
And you practice snapping.
I practice
right?
snapping.
You snap.
You
You
just
snap
your
constantly.
all threes, and you just
Because I will interject right here as
Yes.
well. I'm sorry, but Nathan was a long snapper.
those are even shittier positions.
Yeah, and Nathan was a long snapper, and
Yeah.
you have to put a spin on the ball when you do that.
Yeah.
They have divisions of snap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There's just the regular center snap, and then
Okay.
there's the long snapper that snaps it like 10 yards.
About
It's a
10 yards
gr-
for extra point, where the quarterback or whoever just holds the football.
It's usually the backup.
It's a
Usually
really
back up,
good.
yeah.
I like the name.
The
Long snap.
You're
Yeah,
a
long
long
snapper.
snapper.
Like a fish or something. I caught a long snap. today.
long snap.
Okay, so yeah,
Yep.
we got
Okay.
that, and then
Center.
We got.
I'll take defense. Oh no, I don't know what I'm saying.
That's,
Go
I mean,
ahead.
hey,
I
mean,
can't.
because guard and tackles are both pretty much the same position, where you're just on the lineman.
You're just
you're
matching
a
the
lineman
other,
and you're
yeah,
just you're
tackle
blocking.
and end.
Wide receivers, I mean, there's the ones that go out and either they block for a run or they go out for those long passes. You know how it is.
Yeah.
The fullback and running back, or fullback and halfback. Now that's the old terms because there's not really much fullback anymore of the new school kind of football.
And this depends on the play, right?
This depends on the
play. Yes, sir.
Like you're
This
not
is-
always
yeah.
this formation.
This is what they
Yeah,
call
you-
an I back formation, where there's
I-back.
a quarterback, the fullback, and the halfback.
Yeah.
All in a row. How
Wow.
it's shaped like an I, and the center makes it an I. So I formation.
Mm-hmm.
And then for did you want to do defense
Oh.
or would you?
I want to hear
I
you
can,
do defense.
I can
yeah.
attempt to do
Yes.
defense.
Do defense.
Yes.
So let me attempt.
And fun
Let's
fact,
download this.
I was defensive end in high school,
Okay.
so that
Okay.
was my position.
I was also an end, but I only played for half of a summer.
Mm.
Half of a summer.
One half of one.
That's
summer.
more than almost a quarter of
Yeah.
a summer.
Hey.
That's more than a
So-
quarter.
Summertime.
What I couldn't. So what happens on defense is they're trying to stop the ball from going, whether it goes in the air or it goes on
Anywhere.
the ground.
Yeah.
One of the positions I wanted to play really bad was linebacker, but I was not black and I was not fast.
Yeah.
So
And 7 feet tall.
what ends up happening is they snap the ball. The end and the tackles on both sides rush the quarterback to try to get a sack, which is a sack is taking down the quarterback before he throws the ball.
Yeah, I've played blitz.
Yes.
I know what that is.
The middle linebacker either tries to stop a wide receiver or a tight end, anything that comes into his zone, or
yep.
he does QB spy. That is usually the play I run in Madden. I love doing a QB spy. I could not be a middle linebacker because I will steal it a bunch and it's unfair and I don't like it. It makes me feel bad. So they do their thing trying to stop. The middle linebacker tries to stop the quarterback from throwing and or the running back from getting across the plane. There's a lot of different technical things like the outside linebacker. Gonna be real. No idea what the fuck they do. The cornerback, they always are stopping the wide receiver from going. They're a very interesting position.
Where it's like, does the linebacker kind of just have to decide which side they're going to support, like the cornerback or like the fucking like the front? Okay.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
And then the safeties, they're trying to stop like
Wide
deep
receivers,
runs. Yeah,
yeah,
they're trying to
okay,
stop.
yeah.
So they both go either way because there's also plays where you have one safety
Yep.
and they have to guess which way they go.
Yep.
So it's a really fun game of rock paper scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're playing chess pretty
And
much.
watching it live, like, yeah.
You're playing
reacting
a-
in real time. Yeah.
Exactly. You're reacting a lot. And so back to the whole thing. If I
were to throw in as well,
yeah, thank you.
there also is a punter and a kicker. which is
Special teams.
Special teams, where punter, if like 4th down and long, you got to punt the ball, get the ball over, and the kicker is also for the kick off, start the game, and the extra point, or just the 3 points where they can't score. You get 3 points, and you got to put the kicker in. And that's just I'll put that out there too.
It makes you feel bad.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee, he used to be the punter for the Colts.
Okay, so that's why now he's just a Mr. Personality guy.
Yes,
Because
sir.
it was like, oh yeah, he's the kicker dude.
He also used to be
Yeah.
really, really good at soccer. I will say that.
But he's a great kicker, though.
Yeah, he
was
is
a
a really
great
great
kicker.
He was very, very fun.
Yeah.
And back to the question, what position in football would you want to play versus the position you'll actually have? So the position I always wanted to play, obviously, was either quarterback, running back, or the tight end.
Yep.
If I were to have to pick through any of them, quarterback.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Because
You're the
tight
star
end
player.
again, are you trying to also just go out to like make a
Yes.
play? You're
So
just
yeah,
trying to
you're either-
you're just trying to be
you're
like
either
a wide
going-
receiver kind of a
Yes. So you're either going for a run,
Yeah.
like you're trying to go
pass.
out and get
get
a
handed
pass,
off. Okay,
or you're just blocking.
okay.
Yeah.
So tight ends are usually kind of like the size of a lineman, but they
Mhm.
try to get the speed of a wide receiver.
Okay,
Yes.
they're like a
That's-
middle weight.
That's why like
a-
Gronkowski or Rob Gronkowski
Rob
was like such a
Gronkowski.
great
Gronk.
Big Gronk was such a great weapon because he had such big size and he was so fast and he had hands. So it's like a lineman going out for a pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Annie's really big on the whole.
Yeah, she
sports
loves
thing.
football.
And World Oceans Day.
Yeah, she loves Any Given Sunday. She loves
does.
Al Pacino.
She does.
She's a big Al Pacino guy.
Oh, you fucker. Stop it. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
But
that's-
what position would
So
you?
running back, tight end.
but yeah, the
Would you
position
think
I
you
would
play?
actually play is either center or
Okay.
guard.
Okay. I like
And
that.
I ended up playing just tackle.
Mm,
I was a tackle
okay.
because I was bad at football.
Was it left or right side?
I was the
tackle?
left.
That's good though. That's mean
Yeah.
you're more important than the right. Depends on the quarterback because if
Mhm.
they're right-handed, they can't see from their left side, so you rely on you to make sure they block.
Yeah.
So
But
that's
they
good.
really messed up because I was taller. I was one of the taller people in high school,
Mm-hmm.
and I could have been a really good tight end.
How
It's so
fast were you?
tight.
I actually beat one of the fastest people when I was really skinny. I was very fast because I played a lot of basketball,
Yeah.
and that's
through
when
the
I
air.
started. I played when I was really skinny.
Yeah.
So I only suited up like once, and it was for a practice.
Mm.
And yeah, it was putting on the pads was awful. So
They are.
I really don't like. That's
They
also
sucked.
what made me be like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And so that's me.
Mhm.
That's this guy.
Yeah.
What about that guy?
This guy right here.
Before this guy answers, just as a just because I like learning and I'm knowledge is power. Please describe to me the process of putting on the pads and why it is a pain in the ass.
I mean, would you like to give your perspective of
Yeah.
it?
So for
first?
me
Yeah.
personally, I think they gave me too small of pads, or they gave me the right size.
So
because
tight.
just putting it on, it really hurt my ears going on, just going on like fucking like that, and just pulling them on. Because you also have to put a jersey on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Putting
yeah.
the jersey on is dumb.
And it's the pattern of or the timing of when you put on the jersey. Some put on the jersey over the pads, and then you put the pads on, so it's both jersey
So
and
it's just
pads.
one thing.
But
Okay,
even
yeah.
then, the jersey will get caught, and you're just like trying to put it on. Or you could put the pads on and then the jersey, which is
But-
probably the worst way.
And
because
that's
your
what I
arm
do.
movement's already
Because
kind
you already
of
have shoulder
limited.
pads, and now you
yeah.
got to put a T-shirt on over your
Yeah.
pads because it's stretchy.
And
and
it's gonna
like
get
side-
snagged and
Yeah, so it's like a lot of equipment onto it that snatches.
It was
so
very
it's
dumb.
quite a bitch.
And I was not a huge fan.
And how does it like actually? I mean, besides just it's like a cowl, so it sits on your neck and shoulders. But like, is that it? It
Because
doesn't like.
little
There's straps. Okay.
There's like a little resistant band strap that goes underneath your armpit, which was personally the worst part because the little strap was always rubbing on your armpit because it has to.
Oh
keep
yeah,
intact.
pressure. Yeah.
So either you're wearing a compression shirt or just a long
So
sleeve.
you're just getting
on.
those rashes
Those
from like,
rashes. It was like enough that it was like I would bleed sometimes
Yeah.
because of how old the pads were. They were supposed to be resistant, but they're so old
it's
and
worn
rusted.
out. Just
It's
rubbing.
just a rope now.
Oh.
It's just
Yeah.
a rope.
It's insane when people
Yeah.
don't wear the shirt under and they just have like their just
Skin
their
on.
body.
Like if they wore a tank top or just shirtless, you're a fucking
Yeah.
badass. You're something
Insane.
different. You're
Yeah.
built different.
Because it's just ripping your
It's
skin.
just
It's ripping
shit.
your shit.
And
'Cause-
plus the sweat from the pads soaks onto your skin now.
Oh,
So
and
you
your skin's irritated
you
and
smell
stuff.
like sweaty football pads. And in high school football, you return those pads. So the person last year wore those pads all
Centuries
year.
of just
just
sweat,
passing it
endless
down.
sweat.
It's
Yeah.
nasty.
And then
It
not
marshed.
only the shoulder pads, you have the leg pads, which is the thigh pads, the knee pad, hip pad, and also butt pad.
Butt
Yeah,
pad.
Butt pad. It's a little pad, like looks like a tampon, but it just goes right on your butt bone.
Oh, like tailbone.
Tailbone,
Like,
right
okay.
there, right on
Okay.
the top, right there. Your sciatic. Yeah. I
Yes,
boxed
your
that.
sciatic.
Your sciatic. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's that's fun when you have that, but there's a cup, which is
I know about the cup.
yeah optional. Not many people wore a cup, which was kind of weird that you
Yeah.
don't wear a cup.
For
I didn't.
real,
I
'cause,
never
like-
wore one in high school for
okay.
football, but now that I'm thinking about it from a 30-year-old perspective, I should have worn
But
one.
have you worn one in general before?
No, I haven't. That's why it's
Okay. 'Cause
easier
I'm
said
like,
than
are
done.
they super uncomfortable?
Yeah,
no
I used to
idea.
wear one for baseball.
Like baseball players,
Mhm.
yeah.
Do
that
they
was,
do those also chafe and rub? Are they
Yeah,
uncomfortable
dude.
beyond? Okay,
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
It's weird when your mom's trying to help you pick out a jock strap. That's a weird time in a boy's life.
yeah.
When your
Try
mom's
it
like,
on. Try it on.
It's gonna fit. It's gonna fit. You go, Mom, you don't know what I'm working with. She
I'm
goes,
hanging.
I do.
Pull it out.
Trust me, I know your
Yeah,
father.
I know.
do.
And that was very fun. But
Okay.
that was the I just hated putting
No,
them
yeah,
on. And taking them off was even more annoying
Yeah.
because you have to do that little like duck thing where you just like
yeah.
And you're already exhausted after a game if you've played a bunch or
100%.
something.
And you're
like
sweaty
yeah.
too, so taking anything off while with water on your skin's already a bitch.
Oh, grippy and
So
yeah.
it's like you're weak and you're tired and it's all sweaty and it's just
it's just
overall.
a bunch of suction. Blah.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for that.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate that.
Why
I
we're
just I really
You're
wanted to hear how uncomfortable it is because
It
it
sucks.
never looked pleasant.
No.
But becoming a bionic man, I'm sure you guys had to becoming RoboCops. Basically, is what you did.
Yeah. We're trying to become Judge Dredd's ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very interesting process because you do feel like a warrior when you have them on,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but it's also having the mentality where you're like, ooh, I'm going to kill somebody. You go, and you fix your
And they're gonna
pads,
kill
you
me
go,
too.
I'm chafing. Yeah, exactly. Doing that thing is annoying.
Yeah, it's
so
hard.
hearing all that, what position will you play?
And this is just like if I could be like fucking awesome at it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, then wide receiver. I just want to be like the one making plays all the time and just like have a crazy touchdown dance and like just be a cocky dickhead.
So
100%.
I'm going to let
I'm like
Eric,
A-Train.
and then I'm going to let Eric put you where he thinks you're going to be because you don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck you think you're
I don't know.
I mean, a wide receiver, I would see you as like a solid because there's 3 different positions for wide receiver. There's
Okay.
an X, a Y, and a Z.
Oh,
The Z is usually the guy of like he's
the man.
he's on the outside because he's the fastest one
He's
there.
on
He
the
has the
outside.
He can
young,
cover
he has
ground.
the speed, he has the hands.
Yeah.
So he's pretty much the main target.
Okay.
There's an X who's usually in the middle or
Don't
on the
lick my
opposite
tit.
side who still gets the ball. The
Okay.
Y, same thing, but he's on the inside. It's pretty much almost a tight
Small
end.
passes and like,
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like it will be like a great Y.
Take
So
a
you
Y.
think he'd be a good
I'll take
wide
a Y.
receiver?
Good, yeah, good
I'd
Y.
say tight end because you're
Yeah.
tall
Tight.
and you're lengthy and you'd get in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you tall and lengthy is really good for wide receiver. There was a dude,
Mhm.
Kingsburg versus Selma. First couple years we beat the ever living poop out of him,
Yeah.
and then when I was in high school, Selma had a 6'9" black guy,
Mm.
and he was the fastest dude, and he also had the best hands. But I don't know what he did after that, but ooh man, was that an annoying game?
Yeah, he
every
was a
time.
super
Yeah.
soldier.
Yeah, and that was our rivalry. That was
Yeah.
our rivalry town. Kingsburg versus Selma. That was
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah.
Eric?
Well, in high school, I did play defensive end. I
Mhm.
was a little bit of right tackle. I tried to do tight end. I was maybe second or third string.
You try to do tight end?
Yeah.
That's what you were?
I was defensive end. But I
Could
was,
you kind of ask for a position and then like you see if you get it or
Yeah, but
something,
they'll
or
laugh
how
at
does
you.
it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
usually
as if
they'll
it's like
laugh at
way
you.
out of your fucking
Yeah.
like.
Everybody wants to either be the quarterback or the middle linebacker.
Mhm.
That's like everyone's like the stars. Like the middle linebacker is the, is the
'Cause,
guy
like,
who's
when
usually
this-
calling the plays. He's
On
the
defense,
quarterback of defense.
Well, and especially in high school and stuff, since you're actually like you have to build a new team all the time.
Mhm.
How does the quarterback like come to be? Like, does it just like, oh, we always knew it was going to be this kid, or like, is there like extensive tryouts where it's like,
Yeah.
who's gonna? It's like gossip. Who's
Either-
going to be the quarterback?
really
Who
is either
knows?
one
Like,
of them.
is it like that?
Yeah,
It
it's,
depends
it's
on the
both.
town,
It's
team.
both
Okay.
because I
Mhm.
played for Central and I also played for Hoover. And Central is Division I football, where
Okay.
a lot of the kids are gonna play college football.
Like it's serious.
They're
okay.
gonna play like they're religious.
They're
in
about it.
They're about it. All
They're
they
Friday
do-
Night Lights
They're
about
Friday
it.
Night Lights. Their
100%.
dad's gonna beat them if they drop the ball.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Tape it to
usually
their
the
hands, yeah.
case
Yeah.
here. For Hoover, it was, do you like football? Can you kind of just keep your grades? Maybe you could play. You'll play. Oh, trust me, you'll play.
Yeah.
It's just show up. And it's
Okay.
always, you start the season off with a full roster. Everybody's ready, and it's always
Roster.
a couple star players.
Full
of,
roster.
they're gonna go the distance, but usually grades are the ones that are gonna take them out.
Okay.
The absence.
That's what drops a lot of the.
A lot of them they
okay.
drop like flies.
Usually find your way. Usually just become strong.
Yeah, and like for Central, where you're such high demand of a good quarterback, they pretty much recruit from children. You
Okay.
see them playing like Pop Warner football of like when they're 8 years old, and
So
they
it's
could
like
barely,
even before then, you already know the kid that can throw.
yeah,
and
because they're
shit
wearing
like
like
that, yeah.
shoulder pads, helmets that are way too big for them. They're pretty much just like, hey, all right, this kid's gonna be something.
Yeah,
and
opposite
they're
of
just
bobbleheads,
fucking
yeah.
slobbing fucking missiles.
Yeah.
So they kind of know from young
Who's okay?
who's gonna be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's like dog breeding.
Yeah, it really is.
So you're saying that you said tackle or an end?
Well, if a position that I've always wanted to play was
Mhm.
tight end,
Hell yeah, that's always one of the funnest.
that was
ones
the
too.
fun one.
Your personality too.
It's just because it's like the least pressure of a wide receiver because of like, all right, well, I'm just blocking. So it's a pass block. I just sit back and just watch.
Let no one
anybody-
through. Yeah.
Yeah, and then if it's a run block, I already know who I'm targeting. So I'm like, I gotta go forward. So I can either get the defensive end or I'm fucking the shit out of the
You
cornerback.
know your job
or-
every play.
Yes, you know the job.
Okay.
So I choose tight end. The
That's fun.
position, that I would probably get, which was, defensive end, which is a good position. I hated center because it was just you're snapping the ball and you're just one spot.
Oh, so you're in there trying to get the quarterback.
Yeah,
That's fun.
that's fun.
That's what Nathan was too.
That was really fun. I didn't get a lot of sacks, but it was a lot of swat balls a game, which was pretty cool. I had average of 2 swat balls a game.
That's
Hey.
sick.
That was pretty
Hey.
fun. I was honorable mention all
That's
league
awesome.
for football.
That's
that was
sick.
pretty cool.
Damn.
You're there.
Yeah, I was there. Not too bad.
I'll speak for Nathan. Nathan was the only kid in our whole high school, his year that got a sack.
That's
Hey.
fun.
Yeah, because it was very difficult. We had
Yeah.
we went against a lot of really annoying teams, but
Mhm.
yeah, Nathan was the only one that got a sack that year. That was
Fuck
very
yeah.
That's
fun.
fun. Yeah, because football was one thing. Because wrestling was like that was the religion for me. More was
Yeah.
wrestling.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I wrestled from 3rd grade to my senior year, so that was just for those of like you either wrestle in high school or you could do outside of school where there's like freestyle, Greco-Roman, which is a different style of wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
and those fuckers wrestle since they could walk.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
the second they could like, oh, you could stand, you're wrestling.
Yeah, because
We're
even the
getting-
wrestling style sounds like it was, it's
because
the
their
oldest
dads, you see them with the cauliflower ear. You see them, they're walking slouched.
Still has
because
a
they have
singlet
so much
on
back
underneath.
muscle.
one. Yeah.
So it's
The
there's
gorillas.
yeah, that's
Bang
fun.
bang gorillas.
bang bang gorillas.
And then the other part of that, you're a coach.
Yeah,
It's halftime. Your boys are down. Like 21-7.
okay.
Halftime.
Halftime, 21-7.
21-7. What's
Where-
the speech you're giving them?
What's game was it though? Is it a rival game? Is it league?
It's of
championship,
course it's a
state
championship.
It's state championship. You're
State
down
championship.
21-7.
21-7.
Is anybody injured?
Yes.
Who's injured?
Star quarterback.
Star quarterback. Okay.
But the second string always
He has heart.
Yeah,
he has heart.
heart.
He has heart. He doesn't have the skills. He doesn't have the size.
But he doesn't give up.
He does not
always
give
gets up.
He does not give up. I like
gets
that.
knocked down, gets
I
right
like
back
that.
up. Throws tight spirals, but
Yes.
it's
But
kind
he
of
cannot run for shit.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
can't run. He tries. God damn, he's slow.
Yeah.
But he has heart. He's a
Yeah.
smart runner.
Mhm.
Give him that.
Yeah. It's a white guy.
Yeah. I envision white.
Didn't have to tell me. Yeah.
Because our
You're
starting quarterback's black. And
Of
he got
course,
hurt. He tore
of
his
course.
ACL or fucked up his
Yes.
Achilles.
Of
and
course.
he's like, God damn it, dude.
He
That's
also
our Jamie Foxx.
he's also he plays the other side of the ball too. So
Yeah.
he's a
He's a
double
safety.
threat. Yeah,
Yeah, he's a safety.
he's a middle linebacker. quarterback, middle linebacker.
Linebackers are shit shows.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's what
I
I'm
like
saying.
That shit
So
brick house.
the next one is the crazy guy who's always been insane the whole time, you know. But you're a coach. How are you getting your guys
I like that.
go along with you? You know. Hot takes. You have to go first, obviously. Eric didn't like it. No, I walked him. So my speech. Everybody's in there. A lot of blood, obviously. So much blood. Oh, I'm in there and I go, guys, what the fuck is going on? And I smash a locker with my hand. My hand breaks, but I don't let them know. It's crippled. And I go, can I ask you boys something? Is there a tornado out there? Is there a tornado out there? John Brickall?
Hands bleeding.
Hands bleeding.
It's not
there-
rocket of blood.
Just dripping blood off your hand.
Can I ask you something?
It's coach.
Is there a tornado out there?
No, sir.
Then why you running? You're running away from it. The ball's coming to you. You ain't getting it. You're our star safety. You got to go in there. You got to grab that ball. Jensen, what did you
Yeah.
eat for lunch today? You eat something with butter on it?
I went to Subway, sir. Coach.
Well, you're a foot away from the ball. You need to get your stuff going. You know, when I was a kid, my dad was in World War II. He was driving along with his Marine buddies. Do you know what happened to him? IUD, landmine, blew up. Do you know what I wish he would have done? I wish he would have saw a tornado. Because, guys, if you hear that lightning, you know that thunder's coming. And who's that thunder? Who's that thunder, Alex Marina?
I'm thunder, coach.
You're the thunder.
I'm thunder, coach.
You're the thunder.
I'm the Thunder.
I'm thunder, coach.
I'm Thunder as well, Coach. I would also like to be Thunder as well, Coach.
Coach, I think we're all thunder.
And then
here,
I point
coach.
at the dude that says that, and I go, what happens? What's the least thing possible to happen with thunder?
Well, actually, I've seen a couple YouTube videos where it strikes twice.
So are you. You're going to strike twice. I'm going to strike you twice.
Thank you,
Act
Coach.
like that. Be smart mouth again. Go out there. Run the whole football field. Now, go.
Yes, Coach.
Good. Now let me ask you boys something. Do you like living the life you live? Are you sick of being lackluster? You getting up, you're telling yourself, this is the best I can be. I don't think it is. I got a group of boys that could do anything. Anything. You put your mind to it, you could be a man that you want. Now, one more time. Is there thunder out there?
Yes. No. If you don't want there to be, Coach.
Is there a tornado? I know we're in Bama, but it ain't no tornado out there.
We're the tornado.
You're the tornado.
We're the lightning.
Ka-chow.
We are the fire.
All right, we're going to put our hands in here.
I am the lightning.
We're going to put our hands in here. 1, 2, 3. I wish I wasn't divorced.
I wish I wasn't divorced.
Divorce.
Let's go out there.
Just pouring rain. There actually is a tornado outside.
Okay, Eric, your speech.
Did they win the game?
No. No. Of course they did. Of course they did.
It was worse. They lost 49
got
to 7.
destroyed.
They didn't score
Yeah.
once.
Yeah.
There was a storm outside. People died.
Yeah.
They should not have attended. They should have canceled the game.
People de Gallo. It
People
happened.
de-galloed.
Yeah.
Fresh tomato.
Eric, what's your speech? What are
You're
you
down.
giving these boys?
All right.
Wait, Coach, before you start the speech, can I go to the bathroom? Can I hit the bathrooms, Coach?
So it's 21-7. You're in the high school state championship.
Yes.
You just lose your
Okay.
star quarterback.
Mm-hmm. You're in it.
You're in. You walk into the locker room.
No,
Everybody's
you
sitting.
walk in the locker room.
Everybody's already in the locker room. I'm walking in because I'm the last one in.
I'm in the
Everybody-
locker room.
Everybody's, has a sign of defeated on their chest. They're showing it. Like, why even finish kind of a look. Walk in. Boys, life's about sacrifice.
Yes, coach.
Many things come in your life. Many things go. You gotta look to the boys left and look to the boys to your right. It's the sacrifice they made for you to be here today.
Would you sacrifice?
You know what you sacrificed. You look over to your star quarterback right there. Lightning McQueen right there.
Good job.
He'd kill a school of kindergartens to be out in that field with you boys. You know that?
Did he say that,
He
Coach?
did. He's told me that. I was trying to inject him with some steroids. Yeah, that's right.
I'll kill a bunch of kids.
The steroids didn't do good for him.
I hate
His
him.
balls
Helmet's
are really
still on.
risen. I forgot he was only 16. I tried to juice him up, make him nice and strong. Didn't work.
The juicy boy.
Juicy boy. Bad acne.
Wait,
That's
what?
right, boys. I'm the one that took out his leg.
What?
Wait, Coach.
Wait,
That's right.
what, coach?
Why?
You must take out the weakest link. And
But he's
did-
our best player.
but he had the worst heart.
Oh.
If you don't have heart, you don't play for this team.
I think now I'm getting it.
He was like really good for the team, though, Coach.
That's
He
too
was,
bad.
like, really
Too bad.
helped.
I want ones who want to be here.
He said every day he showed up, he would be like, "This is my favorite place to be. I don't want to go anywhere."
I'll be
else in
honest,
the
he
world."
cut me off on the way here. So I said, all right, boy, you're going to learn today. You're going to sacrifice your leg for that mistake. And life's a game of sacrifice
Why are you wearing his jersey?
because I'm going to play the game.
Why is
Coach,
it?
what?
That's right. He looks
Okay.
like the Rock on Gridiron Gang, just fucking jacked. That's right.
Oh my
I
god.
paid the refs.
Oh.
Y'all ready to play?
Coming
Y'all
back
ready
from
to win the
halftime.
high school state championship?
Yeah, yeah,
No
Coach.
survivors. No survivors.
Yeah,
Let's go.
don't
Let's
hurt
go.
us.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Don't kill me, Coach.
Oh my god.
Pull out a
Holy
gun.
shit. Yeah, so where'd you get a gun?
Coach was soon arrested after that.
Yeah. Did they win the game?
For impersonating. The game never finished. The coach was arrested
Pulled the gun
soon
out. Yeah.
after that speech.
What?
As they were walking to the field. They did history on him. He actually killed many kids.
It's like everyone heard the gunshots.
Everyone heard the
in gun-
gunshots.
in the
This is
locker
not the
room.
first high school he went to.
Just unclipped helmet. That was a crazy game. Wow.
Yeah, getting arrested with the helmet on.
Mug shots with your jersey and shoulder pads.
What? We're going to state. We're going to state. We're going to win.
state. We're gonna win
Man.
state. That's all he says in this jail cell. We're gonna win state. We're gonna win state.
Are you gonna win state? So what happens? Is it the championship?
This is first game of the season,
Okay.
and someone's already sent me a death threat at my house,
course.
saying they're gonna cut my wife's head off, and they're gonna take all my kids' teeth and light them on fire.
Okay, duh.
If we don't win the first game of the season, it has nothing to do with going to state. It has nothing to do with winning. You like the time. It's just like if you fuck up because, like, you know, how you start a season's important. You know, you got to start on the right foot. You don't. Oh, it really sets the tone
It
for the
does.
rest of the season. That's a big first game. I wear sweater vests. I'm in my late 50s. I got a little bit of salt and pepper going on.
Ooh, okay.
I have a drinking problem.
You drink on the sideline.
The Players
flask.
know. The players know that I drink.
you
Yeah,
reek of
like
it.
I'm
You
not.
reek of
Yeah, I'm not
alcohol.
shy about it at all. And the team, the city doesn't care. Like,
They love it.
the
in fact.
school doesn't give a shit. No one's stopping me. Like it's a problem. I'm a monster.
Yeah, during the whole movie, you are just drinking the entire time, and nobody says a word. Like you're doing multiple shots.
Yeah, like I'm just before practice. I'm just clearly in the parking lot in my car drinking. I'm like giving some of the players some shots just to be like,
course.
hey, you're the quarterback. You got to be a little relaxed. You got to
Yeah,
be
listen
loose.
up.
You don't. You got to, if you want to pass, if you want to, I don't even know the lingo. Like I'm just like, I shouldn't even be the coach. I'm just like, you gotta pass true, brother. And that's what you gotta do. You gotta get out there and you gotta fucking pass true.
Coach, what do you mean?
All right, let's.
Wait.
What's your here?
I
Put a
get
song
what
in the queue. Put a song in my queue. I've been trying to make a playlist of fun football songs.
Okay. Okay.
Put a song in there. Put a song in my. You guys want to come over to my house after the game? Never mind. Never mind. It's a don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I love this song.
What is this?
Diana Ross.
She black?
Yeah, I love black women.
Me too.
Do you ever, Coach? Because you work hard for your money.
Ain't. That's why I like drinking with you.
Yeah, that's why I like drinking with you too.
Whoa.
What?
I like bitches, man.
I thought you liked me, Coach.
Yeah, you're my favorite quarterback
Sir,
I've
yes,
met
sir.
this season.
Sir, yes, sir.
All right, let's get out there and let's win this first. All right, now.
Sir, yes, sir.
And it's before the game is even started. This isn't halftime. This is not like I don't really have to we don't even know how the game's going yet. I don't even know how this team does.
Of course.
I haven't really paid that much attention to
No film or watched.
Yeah,
nothing.
you think you
have
have
no
the
idea.
You think you have your recent
Yeah.
last year's players?
My probation officer has been grilling me. He's really been on my ass
Of course.
because this is again, I have multiple DUIs. I shouldn't have even I drove to the game, should not have done that because
Yeah.
my license is revoked. So I'm getting missed calls from my probation officer, so that's kind of stressing me out, I know my wife is cheating on me,
Of course, that bitch is.
but I just I don't really care at this point. Yeah, because I got other shit going on. I got to figure out where my cocaine's coming from after the game. I got to worry
Of course.
about my taxes. Who even knows how those are done and when? So yeah, we're going into the locker room. I'm smoking a cigarette already, just walking into the locker room. Everyone's pretty relaxed. I'm just hey guys,
Coach
before we
smoking
even,
again.
yeah,
So cool.
thank you, Tommy, for letting me bum a smoke off you. That was really sick.
You're welcome, Coach.
Yeah, how old are you again, Tommy?
14.
I like you. We should hang out after this.
Your skin looks terrible, Tommy.
I thought you were coming over to my house for the party.
We are because I need somewhere to crash.
My mom keeps asking about you.
Yeah.
Dreams.
Yeah, I love Tammy.
Tammy loves you.
He doesn't call him mom. He calls her
I think
Tammy.
Tommy and Tammy.
I think you're my father.
Tammy and Tommy.
Dad.
Now, I just want to say before this
Dad.
speech and before this game, it is important to make sure that there is no distractions and that your mind is clear and that you can go out into that field knowing that you can give 125,000% to your teammate and to the person next to you on that line, whether it be defensive or offensive. And I would just like to say, let's take a minute
Okay.
to really clear our heads and go to the bathroom if you need to. Go pee, which I will be doing right now. So I would say also allocate that time to go pee if you need to and talk amongst yourselves about how the game's going to go and how you feel about football in general. So now would be that time. Please take it amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Oh God, Coach is gonna bench me.
I'm showering. I think it's okay to take a shower right before the game or right in the midst of a game. I think this is nice. Man, I really hope we win this game.
Oh yeah, we're
Man.
fucked. We're fucked.
Yeah, he has a really bad drinking problem. I smell Jimmy Dean on his breath from here, and he's in the bathroom.
He keeps flicking his AA coin, but I know he's drunk. I know he's shit-faced.
Yeah, he's really shit-faced.
The assistant coordinator, the offensive coordinator is just sitting there just like, I don't even know. I don't even fucking like kids, man. They pay me they pay me a lot of money to be here.
Why are you in the shower then?
You're strong, man. You're real strong.
I mean, yeah. My dad's black.
I can tell.
My mom's black, but I'm
Oof.
white.
Oof, I know.
And it's crazy because I'm 4'4". I'm a good running back. I get in the A gap, C gap, B gap, and the D gap.
Oh, don't forget E, F, and oh gosh, darn G.
Oh, he's finally coming back. So there's our coach. Coach is finally back. I think the game already started.
What's that? Are they playing the goddamn music outside? I thought
Yeah,
that
the
was just
band's
playing.
playing.
I thought it was like Tyler the Creator was playing in the
the
bathroom
band.
real loud or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get out there. Let's
Okay.
rip it. Let's fuck it up. And don't worry, because if football doesn't work out, you can get a job at a warehouse. Amazon. Let's go, guys. Going off the rails on a crazy train.
I don't really feel that hyped anymore.
Coach, I don't want to play. Can we go to Chuck E. Cheese?
Do you have a hot topic?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, you do.
If anything, I guess I'll use the one that feels like a DLC to your question. And we've kind of already touched on it earlier in the episode, but similar to, the sports and foosball questions, is there a sport that is there an instrument or a ball or a tool for a sport that you want to duct tape into your child's hands? So like again, we watched Friday Night Lights. Big fan of that movie now. Really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Eric.
And a standout scene in that movie was when the dad discovers his son trying to get some poontang and then proceeds to duct tape a football into his hands because he can't catch it.
Oh.
And in my mind, I was like, what a fun, because it's a trope for a reason. That character, that guy exists. But I've never seen the duct taping the ball to the hands.
You never seen that before?
No, that was new for me.
Yeah.
So I was a big fan of that. So I just imagined, imagine if I was a professional athlete and my kid was choosing to join into the sport that I forced him into. Yeah. And I'm like a drunk asshole. I catch my son. No, I catch my daughter making out with a lady, lezzing out on the couch with
Straight lezzing,
with another girl they're both mixed race. And and I'm just like, I'm hammered. What's going on here? I got really awkward body hair. I have a pudgy tummy. I'm like, I have no muscle mass. I'm all tummy.
Did you already say you're balding?
Yeah, I'm balding. Yeah, yeah.
What way are you balding? What way are you balding?
It's coming in really strong around the sides, but in the middle, never had a chance.
Yeah.
And the body hair is thick and it's oily.
You're a Russian father.
And
I see.
again, I'm all tummy. I'm like nothing else. Everything else
You are a
is
piece
like
of shit.
gangly and skinny, but I'm all tummy.
Are you Zangief? You're Zangief from Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I'm like, do I have an accent? But yeah,
You do
so
not
I'm
know
like,
how to throw
what's going
football."
on here? And the sport that I'm in is professional frisbee. So I'm gonna be like, yeah,
That's so funny.
yeah, because I really because it's like what duct taping a frisbee into someone's hand is an interesting task amongst itself, because how are they holding it when you put the duct tape around? Because okay,
That's a great point.
I don't want to just glance over the really gross, creepy statements that I'm making to my daughter's underage partner during this thing. Like, hey, was that Tammy? And then my daughter's like, that's not Tammy, that's Bammy. And
Bammy?
yeah, and then the girl's like, my name's Jessica. It's like, ooh, okay. Ooh. Well, hey, Bammy, you really growing up. You're growing up quick.
Damn.
Rubbing
But
your
I'm like,
tummy.
yeah, but why aren't you good at throwing that goddamn frisbee? Why are you gripping it wrong, boy, girl? I'm also misgender my kid all the time. That's how
Oh.
fucked up I am. I don't even pay
Damn.
attention to how they identify at all.
Yeah, you
I
mess
just
up their
care
name all
about
the time.
yeah.
What's up, Alex?
Yeah, what up, Derek?
Dad, what do you mean?
My daughter, Derek.
This is my daughter, Derek.
But when I imagine trying to duct tape it into their hands, because it's like you can have them hold it like a sandwich.
Like a cheeseburger.
Yeah, so it's like, widescreen position where it's like, a hand on each, and then you duct tape around. So it's just like, it looks like a really awkward position to be taped in. Like, Dad, stop it, quit it, Dad. And you're like, hold it still because it's kind of a weird. I gotta go around your elbow. I gotta get a weird angle to get your hands taped to the top. So if I want to get full coverage, I gotta get the duct tape around. It's like a bridge at this point.
Because did you ever play frisbee?
I fucked around in the streets, never professionally.
So there's you do the 2 grip underneath the thing, and you for the forehand. I imagine that you have that grip like that. It's just these 3 fingers, and you just have a frisbee like a saw blade, just off
Yeah,
your hand.
yeah,
And you're trying to grab stuff. Fuck.
yeah.
I
Okay.
imagine like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also imagine too, the pancake, when you catch one.
Your prayer hands all
Yeah,
the time.
when you do the prayer hands and then you
Thank
just
you.
Dad,
taco,
stop. Dad,
yeah,
stop.
and you just taco tape it. Just kind of
Hold on to the
yeah.
Disc. Fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Dad, stop. You're drunk again.
Please. You're scaring my
Please,
friend.
Dad.
What are those things called? The things that help you stop the hangover? That we drank, the tea things?
Oh, the imperative. They're Underbergs.
Dad, you
Underbergs.
smell like Underberg.
I had about 47 of these goddamn
Yeah.
things today.
Dad.
Feel great. Feel strong.
My tummy's never felt better.
Please stop. Please.
You're gonna throw it good. You're gonna
I
throw it
can't
into the
throw
little
it like
chain basket thing, right?
Go out. Dad.
Good.
Dad, it's 3 in the morning.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Conversation got boring.
I like that. That's fun.
Yeah. So please take it away. And again, you don't have to just go to ball. It could be like a
Yeah.
device. It could be like a club. It could be just anything pertaining to a sport.
Okay. Would you
Yeah.
like to go first or me?
Do you guys want to Rochambeau?
Do on 3.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Fuck.
Wow.
You want to do best 2 out of 3? Go ahead.
2 out of
You
3.
got
Yeah,
it.
that's fine.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Boom. You got it. You read me like a book.
I would say cornhole. The cornhole little sack, hacky sack thing.
That's fantastic.
I would get that.
Satisfying.
Yeah, because it's not only you have it in your hand, but the more you tape, it gets more flat. So your hand just gets sweaty because the pad of it is just
Because at first when you grip it, it's
Yeah.
satisfying. It feels good.
Yeah, and then the more it just keeps taping and taping and taping, it just gets more flat. And then my goal is it's gonna rip. So some of the insides is gonna pour out of the one little piece of duct tape that I missed. It's going through the wrist, and my
Wow.
kid's wearing long sleeves, so it's gonna get inside the sleeve.
Wow.
Because do we all have drunk father?
Oh yeah, mine
Okay.
is pissed.
Yeah, I was
My
really
guy
looking
is
forward to your
pissed.
dad bod.
Yeah,
description.
Dad bod, and he's really short. Like
Oh,
extremely
no.
short. He has
Yeah,
little
yeah.
man syndrome. And the thing is, he was never
Yeah.
a star player. He's just so salty because he never played.
Never even made the
He
team.
never played.
Yeah.
He always got cut, and the one time he made the team is because his mom never stopped bitching about how he didn't make the team.
gonna make the team.
Yeah, and she's threatening to sue the school because of discrimination against my son. So the fact that he has
Oh,
that
forced
history
him.
of, your mom is like, kissing ass away
Bothered
through.
the school to.
You're gonna play because my little boy is the best or whatever. Your
Oh,
little boy's the
there's
piece
the
of
kid
shit.
with the
He
annoying
sucks.
mom.
I imagine 2 scenes in your cornhole movie. It's this scene. It's like you guys are a happy family. You guys are just always apart. And let's say you guys are always apart. You walk out of the living room to try to just go get a glass of water, and he's just sitting on the couch, just being like, "Never even play cornhole. Should never even get in there." And you walk by, you go, "You like that water? It goes into a hole good." And then you're asleep, 3 a.m. in the morning. You just hear, and you just look, and there's a hole getting drilled into your door, and you just see a cornhole thing, just a cornhole. What was it? A bean bag?
yeah.
You get a bean bag just tossed there. He goes, toss it through the hole now. Now get up. Yeah, I just imagine that scene.
I also imagine putting like a cornhole table over my kid's face as he's asleep, and he wakes up to his face where the cornhole hole would be, and he can't move. He can't move.
Smacks.
He can't move because the cornhole is like the table legs is like right where his shoulders and arms are, so he can't move. So he's stuck there. And I'm just launching cornhole bags right in the fucking hole. Aim better, aim better, aim better. He just eating them all up. He has a black eye. His nose is busted.
smash nose.
And it's like his guest is right next to him. And she's like, what's going on? He's fucking missing. He keeps missing. Oh my gosh, should I get help? No, he's gonna tie himself.
Put the corn in the hole.
Corn in the hole. One rule. You have one fucking job. Do the fucking
Yeah, just look at just you.
Dad?
Just you
Dad?
imagine you on top, just throwing the things in there, and after you're done with the bean bags, just squat down on top of the thing, look through the hole face to face. You go, I never fucking loved you.
I wish
Cornhole. Your mom's a cornhole.
I should have cut the coat hanger on you.
best sport ever invented.
That was great. Oh man, what's my sport? So I'm torn between two. I'm torn between a really good like the people who stack the cups. Like it's either that or I'm stuck between like golf, because golf's a fun one. That's also cliche. I'm going to stacking cups. I'm an Asian father. I'm in China. I'm in China.
Do you have a gambling problem?
A really bad one.
Okay. Like Squid Game's bad?
Yeah.
Like you owe a lot of money.
Yeah. Vinci?
Thank you, Professor. I wanted to ask, are you taping them to the mat or the cups?
Ooh,
Whoa.
The
It's
timer
like this.
thing, yeah, the fucking thing with your
Whoa.
time, yeah.
I love that. Ooh, man, that's a good question.
And also, what color are the cups?
Purple.
I like that.
Purple cups.
So quick
Like
on the
Samuel L.
purple
Jackson
cups. Yeah,
kind
I
of
like
purple.
that.
Yeah, purple on the cups.
Purple on
And
the
we're gonna
cups.
go
on the beat, Hope.
on the beat. Because I'm thinking logistically. Are we doing stack of cups in each hand taped? So it's just like
Yeah, like Tower of
Like that?
Cups.
Or
one
even
whole
like
tower.
instead of the cups like long ways, you have the cups just sideways, and you're just taping it like this. So it's just a very long
A bridge.
row of cups that you're just holding onto. So
Okay,
you're just taping
okay.
it long way. I can see that as well.
Yeah, I see that. Okay. Or hey, you mean how do you mean hands on the mat? How are we touching the cups?
Because yeah, you can have like cup in each hand. You can do a stack of cups, or you can do mat on the table and then tape the hands to the mat on the table.
Because he keeps jumping too quick.
Yeah, so it's like you gotta you're not hitting the timer, and then you slam it down, and then you time, and then that's time, and then you time. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Be
you know,
faster.
yeah.
Be faster.
Yeah.
Be faster.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm doing okay. Let me explain this scene. She wakes up in a chair. How she gets there, you think? So his hands like the stack of cups like that, right? Wakes and I go boom down, boom down, go boom down.
we're like a basement, and there's like leaky pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What out? Boom out.
I just
My-
vision Kissinger.
My Asian daughter.
What do the
my
subtitles say?
It says, "Get up, you pig! Get up, you pig! Boom down!" It's just my cute, beautiful Asian daughter, gorgeous, and that makes me so much more mad because her mother died giving birth to her.
Yep.
And now I'm
killed
stuck
my-
drinking 40s of Cobra.
You killed my wife.
Yeah.
That's that anger. You killed my wife.
And I go, and I'm doing that thing where I'm on the other side of the thing, and I go, and that the thing says, "Get up and put your hands on the table." She's confused. Her hands are duct taped to, and then I go again, and then she gets up. She's scared, and I go, what's wrong? And then it's that stack now, stack fast, stack hard, stack swift.
Stack forever.
Yeah, and that's all from doing all. Yeah, that's all
yeah,
from
just
that.
the same phrase
Little sound.
over and over again.
And
Yeah.
that's all
Paragraph.
from that. And then she's doing it. And then before she hits her hand, I slap her in the face and I go, 1, 2, 1. And it's just too slow.
That's a new one.
It's too slow.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I go, wah, wah. And it says, do it again.
Another
Again. Wah! Again. Wah! Again. And she keeps doing it. Yeah. And every single time she is just
Again. Ooh.
and I go, now do you understand the way of the stacking the cup? And she's so confused. And I go, because before her mom passed away,
Oh.
before her mom passed away,
Rest in peace. Dude.
rest in peace,
Jesus
dude.
Christ.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Ni hao, Thailand.
And,
Oh, wow.
and I'm like, and it says before your mom died. Before your mom died, I put a stack of cups in her hand, and she did it in world record time, but nobody saw it except them two. It's 0.5 seconds she did it in. Oh my god! All from that. All from that. And then she's just like, and she's like, then why hurt me? And he gets up and he goes, it says, because I love you more than anybody in the world, and I hurt you because I'm hurt.
Wow.
End scene.
Wow. Like Aerosmith
Yeah.
kicks in or something.
Mm-hmm.
Don't close
No,
my
for me, it's Sweet November Rain. It's November Rain. Sweet in sweet November rain. Yeah, but it's the Japanese version or the Chinese version.
November rain.
November rain. But
I
yeah,
like that.
that's man.
Wow.
That's nice.
That was so.
That's
so many-
beautiful.
That was song me.
Song
Wow.
me, song you, song you,
Song us.
Song us
song
together.
us.
Song, nothing's wrong.
Nothing's wrong.
Nothing's wrong with a little song.
Nothing at all. And guys, that's it. That's all
Wow.
we got.
That's all she wrote.
We've made it through.
We made it through.
Nothing's
and
wrong.
you made it through.
We've overcome.
We've come so much.
We've come over.
over.
Come in.
Come on.
Come on.
Let's get this party on.
Come on her.
Can't come in her?
Hey.
Come on her.
And if you can't come in her, come on her.
Come on her.
Because me personally, I want her.
Yep. For love and honor.
For love
If
and
she
honor.
wants it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
Shisha.
Shishi.
Shisha.
Shisha.
Shisha. And then it's going to fade away. Bye.
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 You're great. You were great. Thanks for watching. Bye now.
Bye.